Stop scrolling right now. Because what just erupted behind Hollywood's velvet curtain is being described by insiders as a betrayal. So explosive it could permanently fracture multiple celebrity alliances overnight. This isn't your typical breakup rumor. This isn't industry gossip designed to trend for a few days and disappear. According to shocking claims now tearing through entertainment circles, Jaguar Wright has allegedly exposed a situation involving Teyana Taylor and Pierre that insiders say crossed a line. Celebrities are trained their entire careers to never touch family. And once family gets pulled into celebrity conflict, careers don't just wobble. They implode. Sources whisper that what started as a private relationship allegedly spiraled into a confrontation. So intense that members of Pierre's inner circle were left blindsided. But here's where things get chilling. Instead of public denials, instead of damage control statements, both sides allegedly fell into a silence that industry veterans claim signals something far deeper than simple drama. Silence like this, insiders warn, usually means lawyers' reputations. And private alliances are all moving behind closed doors. And then came the alleged leaks. Rumors of secret voice recordings. Supposed screenshots from private conversations. Messages insiders claim describe a moment when boundaries were shattered in a room that was never meant to witness public conflict. None of it officially confirmed. None of it clearly denied. But the whispers alone were enough to send fans into absolute chaos. Digging through deleted posts, resurfacing interviews, and analyzing every word both stars have spoken over the past year. Because if these claims hold even a fraction of truth, this isn't just celebrity drama anymore. This could be one of the most emotionally explosive entertainment scandals in recent memory. And the story might only be getting started long before the internet erupted into chaos. Insiders claim the tension between Teyana Taylor and Pierre. It's already building beneath polished red carpet smiles and carefully curated public appearances. To fans, their connection looked magnetic, balanced, even mysterious in a way that fueled fascination. But behind industry doors, whispers suggest their dynamic was anything but effortless. According to unverified accounts from individuals claiming proximity to both circles, the real conflict allegedly began not with betrayal, but with clashing philosophies about privacy, control, and emotional independence. And those differences, insiders claim, were ticking like a silent clock waiting for the wrong moment to explode. Teyana Taylor had reportedly entered this chapter of her life under intense global scrutiny following her very public divorce. Observers describe her mindset during this period as fiercely determined to reclaim control over her narrative, refusing to let public perception define her next steps. She allegedly embraced transparency and emotional authenticity as her shield against industry manipulation. Meanwhile, Pierre was rising rapidly through Hollywood ranks with a reputation built on precision, discipline, and near-obsessive protection of his private life. Industry insiders frequently described him as someone who treated personal boundaries like locked vault doors, especially when it came to his family, according to anonymous stylists and event coordinators who claim they witnessed early interactions between the two stars. Subtle signs of tension surfaced almost immediately. Taylor's spontaneous, expressive personality reportedly clashed with Pierre's carefully structured environment. One alleged insider described conversations where advisors quietly warned that merging those two lifestyles could create visibility overflow, a phrase now circulating across gossip blogs as a potential warning sign ignored at the time. The situation allegedly intensified when Taylor began appearing more frequently within spaces connected to Pierre's personal circle. Sources claim these weren't public industry events filled with flashing cameras and publicists. These were private gatherings governed by unspoken codes about discretion, loyalty, and emotional restraint. According to speculation, Pierre's family members were known for maintaining strict separation between public fame and personal life, a separation insiders say was considered sacred within his inner circle. The night that allegedly changed everything remains clouded in conflicting accounts. Yet the emotional outcome described across multiple rumors remains hauntingly consistent. Several anonymous voices claim the confrontation unfolded during a private, family-oriented gathering linked to Pierre's relatives. Reports suggest the atmosphere initially appeared warm, controlled, and welcoming. But tension allegedly began simmering when conversation shifted toward sensitive personal territory. One circulating version claims Taylor referenced details about Pierre's upbringing or family struggles under the impression that the information was already known publicly. Another rumor alleges she addressed a topic Pierre had deliberately shielded from public knowledge, something insiders claim had been protected for years as part of his family's emotional security. No account has been verified, yet each version ends with the same devastating detail. The room reportedly froze. Witnesses describe the silence as suffocating, not awkward, not uncomfortable, final. Sources claim Pierre's family members exchanged stunned glances, while Taylor allegedly stood firm, unaware she had crossed a boundary that insiders say was treated as untouchable territory. According to speculation, the moment escalated when concerns were voiced about privacy, prompting Taylor to allegedly respond with a powerful declaration that she would never allow herself to be emotionally managed, silenced, or restricted by expectations, whether from industry figures or personal relationships. Insiders claim her statement, while not aggressive, carried emotional force that rippled across the room. And then came the moment that rumor networks describe as the emotional breaking point. Several alleged witnesses claim Pierre hesitated. He reportedly didn't immediately defend Taylor, nor did he confront his family's discomfort. According to speculation, that hesitation echoed louder than any argument. Some believe Taylor interpreted it as betrayal. Others claim Pierre's family saw it as confirmation that boundaries had already been dangerously blurred. Within hours, insiders allege the fallout spread beyond that room. Private group chats supposedly ignited with urgent conversations about loyalty, exposure, and emotional trust. Screenshots rumored to have circulated among close associates allegedly contained phrases like "this goes beyond him" and "the entire family feels vulnerable now." No, none of those messages have been authenticated publicly. Yet belief in their existence fueled massive online speculation once whispers reached gossip forums. Fans soon began noticing subtle digital tremors. Observers claim previously shared photos quietly vanished from social feeds. Mutual social media interactions reportedly disappeared overnight. Taylor began posting introspective messages about protecting her peace, learning when she is unwelcome in certain spaces, and recognizing when energy shifts without explanation. Meanwhile, Pierre's social presence allegedly collapsed into near-complete silence. No cryptic posts, no emotional captions, just absence that insiders claim signaled strategic withdrawal, rather than personal processing. Industry chatter intensified when two anonymous publicists allegedly confirmed that an emergency closed-door meeting occurred shortly after the gathering. According to speculation, the meeting involved Pierre, family representatives, and crisis advisors discussing reputation protection and emotional boundary reinforcement. The phrase containment strategy began appearing across online commentary, suggesting insiders believed damage control had shifted from emotional reconciliation to long-term narrative management. Then came Jaguar Wright's public commentary, which insiders claim transformed quiet industry whispers into global entertainment warfare. Wright's suggestion that boundaries involving family may have been cross-triggered immediate digital explosions. Reaction channels multiplied across platforms. Fans began dissecting interviews from months earlier, analyzing body language, tone shifts, and seemingly innocent quotes that now sounded like coded foreshadowing. The internet fractured into aggressive camps. One side portrayed Wright as exposing hidden truths about celebrity control systems and private power hierarchies. Another accused her of weaponizing speculation and dragging Taylor into a narrative she never consented to publicly address. The debate intensified when anonymous screenshots began circulating online. allegedly showing a message from an unidentified insider claiming she didn't just challenge him. She challenged the entire foundation protecting him. At the same time, unverified reports began suggesting Taylor experienced subtle professional distancing after rumors gained traction. Observers claim invitations to certain elite networking events slowed. Collaborative discussions allegedly became cautious rather than enthusiastic. Industry veterans describe this type of distancing as particularly devastating because it leaves no visible confrontation to address, only an invisible cooling of opportunities that quietly reshapes career trajectories. Pierre, meanwhile, reportedly experienced a surge of support from fans praising his dedication to protecting family privacy. Commentary emphasizing loyalty and emotional responsibility flooded entertainment discussion boards. Yet critics questioned why absolute silence persisted if rumors lacked truth. That tension intensified when multiple celebrities posted vague social media messages referencing betrayal, protection, and emotional boundaries without naming anyone. Fans instantly connected these cryptic statements to the unfolding controversy, fueling conspiracy threads that spread like wildfire. Behind the scenes, insiders claim advisors urged both sides to maintain complete silence, warning that public responses could legally and reputationally open deeper questions involving family matters that were never meant for public consumption. Silence, according to rumor networks, became both shield and prison, trapping everyone involved inside. A narrative spiraling beyond their control. Weeks into the controversy, speculation reached terrifying levels when individuals claiming industry connections began whispering about a rumored voice recording circulating privately among executives and influencers. Those claiming to have heard fragments describe a tense exchange involving multiple voices, with one unidentified individual allegedly stating, "You don't understand what this exposure does to people who never asked to live under cameras." The recording has never surfaced publicly, yet belief in its existence became its own wildfire. Then another alleged leak intensified the emotional storm. A supposed private message attributed to someone within Taylor's extended circle surfaced anonymously, describing feelings of being pushed out of spaces that once felt safe. Whether authentic or fabricated, the message triggered massive sympathy waves among supporters while fueling criticism from opposing fans who viewed it as emotional manipulation. Social media transformed into a battlefield. Hashtags defending Taylor trended alongside movements praising Pierre's loyalty to family privacy. Live stream debates exploded into emotional shouting matches. One particularly viral panel reportedly ended abruptly when a commentator claimed they received a sudden warning call from an unidentified industry executive advising them to stop discussing the situation immediately. That moment alone sparked theories suggesting powerful figures were attempting to suppress deeper revelations. Rumor networks claim the fracture hardened permanently when a final confrontation allegedly occurred through intermediaries, rather than direct communication between Taylor and Pierre. Anonymous chatter suggests Taylor expressed feeling misunderstood and emotionally isolated, while Pierre's representatives allegedly maintained that irreversible lines had been crossed. No reconciliation followed. No mutual public closure. Just distance sealed by silence. But the situation took an even darker turn when an anonymous entertainment blogger released a cryptic post claiming they possessed documentation proving tension between both camps existed months before the alleged family gathering ever happened. The blogger hinted at multiple quiet warning conversations between advisors, attempting to set strict boundaries around family involvement. The post vanished within hours, yet screenshots spread across platforms, igniting speculation that the confrontation was not spontaneous. It was the eruption of pressure, building beneath carefully controlled public appearances. Then a deleted forum thread surfaced, allegedly written by someone claiming attendance at an industry mixer shortly after the rumored fallout. The anonymous poster described overhearing two high-level executives discussing hesitation around future contracts tied to unpredictable personal narratives. No names were mentioned, yet fans instantly assumed references to Taylor, triggering outrage campaigns accusing Hollywood power brokers of punishing outspoken tweed women while protecting male privacy narratives. Supporters of Pierre fired back aggressively, arguing the conversation reflected legitimate professional caution rather than targeted exclusion. The backlash escalated so violently that several celebrity gossip platforms temporarily shut down comment sections due to harassment threats flooding between opposing fan communities, and just when insiders believed the situation had reached peak chaos, another chilling rumor surfaced, whispers of a second, far more explosive recording allegedly existing somewhere inside elite entertainment circles. According to anonymous chatter, this recording reportedly captures a heated phone conversation between two unidentified individuals, discussing the fallout and referencing permanent separation between both celebrity networks. Insiders claim the recording includes a line so devastating it reportedly left listeners shaken to silence. A sentence that, if ever released publicly, could allegedly ignite a chain reaction capable of exposing conversations powerful industry figures never expected the world to hear. And according to whispers spreading through Hollywood corridors, someone may already be preparing to leak it. As whispers about the alleged second recording spread through Hollywood like a controlled wildfire, insiders claim the emotional temperature surrounding the situation reached levels that executives, publicists, and even veteran crisis managers quietly described as career-altering danger. According to unverified chatter circulating among entertainment lawyers and PR strategists, the rumored audio wasn't simply another heated argument. It allegedly contained references to private conversations that could expose how far both camps were willing to go to protect their reputations. Once the family fallout began spiraling out of control, anonymous figures claiming proximity to industry crisis teams began hinting that emergency consultations were quietly scheduled across multiple agencies. These meetings, according to speculation, weren't just about reputation management anymore. They were allegedly about preventing a domino effect that could drag additional celebrities, producers, and brand executives into a controversy they never expected to touch their careers. One unnamed consultant allegedly described the situation as a sealed pressure tank, with cracks forming faster than anyone can weld them shut. Meanwhile, social media chaos reached an entirely new level when a now-deleted anonymous account surfaced claiming to possess transcripts of conversations between intermediaries who reportedly attempted to negotiate emotional closure between both sides. The account released only fragments before disappearing, but the snippets ignited global debate. One fragment allegedly quoted a voice stating, "This stopped being about feelings the moment families started choosing." Sides, another fragment referenced the phrase irreversible damage, a term that instantly trended across fan communities as speculation exploded. Supporters of Teyana Taylor began rallying around narratives suggesting she was being quietly isolated by invisible industry power structures. Viral threads dissected her recent public appearances, claiming her energy appeared subdued compared to previous performances. Fans pointed to interviews where she spoke about personal growth and resilience, interpreting her words as coded admissions of emotional warfare happening behind closed doors. Emotional tribute videos flooded platforms, portraying her as a creative force battling silent pressure from elite networks. Simultaneously, Pierre's supporters intensified campaigns, portraying him as a man forced to choose between romantic loyalty and family protection. Fan edits showcasing his interviews about discipline, legacy, and responsibility circulated widely, reinforcing narratives that he had been placed in an impossible emotional position. Heated debates erupted across live streams where commentators accused opposing fan groups of distorting reality to protect their preferred narrative. Then came the alleged leak that escalated tension beyond anything previously whispered. A screenshot began circulating, supposedly capturing a message from an unidentified individual described as a former mutual associate. The message allegedly read, "The breaking point wasn't the gathering. It was what happened after, when private words started moving through rooms they were never meant to enter." The authenticity of the screenshot remains completely unverified, yet its emotional weight triggered new conspiracy theories suggesting the fallout involved secondary betrayals beyond the original confrontation. Entertainment. Bloggers quickly seized the moment. Several high-profile gossip channels released videos claiming insiders confirmed that trusted individuals close to both celebrities may have leaked sensitive details during attempts to defend their respective sides. These allegations transformed the narrative from personal conflict into full-blown trust collapse involving multiple layers of social circles. Fans began speculating about hidden betrayals from friends, assistants, and even business partners, fueling paranoia across online communities. Industry watchers noticed another chilling shift when several collaborative projects previously rumored to involve either star quietly disappeared from production rumor lists. No cancellation announcements surfaced. No official explanations were offered. Yet insiders claim the sudden disappearance of those projects triggered alarm among executives who feared the controversy might affect box office perception, brand endorsements, and long-term contract negotiations. Then an unexpected development ignited emotional shockwaves across entertainment platforms. Jaguar Wright posted another cryptic message referencing voices that fear daylight but echo loudest in darkness. The post contained no names, no accusations, and no confirmation of involvement. Yet fans instantly interpreted it as confirmation that additional hidden evidence existed. Reaction channels erupted within minutes, with commentators debating whether Wright possessed knowledge that could detonate careers if ever revealed publicly. Behind the scenes, rumor networks claim advisors intensified pressure on both camps to maintain absolute silence. According to alleged PR insiders, the fear wasn't simply public backlash anymore. It was the possibility that legal disputes could arise if private family conversations were proven to have been recorded, shared, or manipulated without consent. One anonymous entertainment attorney allegedly described the scenario as walking through a legal minefield where every public statement risks triggering lawsuits nobody wants filed. The emotional atmosphere grew darker when a viral live stream surfaced, featuring a commentator claiming to have spoken with someone connected to extended family members involved in the situation. During the broadcast, the commentator became visibly shaken while describing alleged emotional devastation experienced by individuals who never intended to become part of celebrity controversy. The stream ended abruptly after the commentator claimed they received messages urging them to stop discussing the matter immediately. The abrupt ending fueled intense speculation suggesting outside pressure had intervened. Then another unverified document appeared online, a typed statement allegedly written by someone described as part of Taylor's professional support network. The statement spoke about exhaustion, isolation, and the emotional cost of defending personal dignity while facing invisible industry resistance. Whether genuine or fabricated, the document triggered widespread sympathy campaigns while simultaneously intensifying criticism from opposing fan groups who dismissed it as strategic narrative control. As online chaos reached deafening levels, entertainment insiders claim both celebrities reportedly withdrew even further from public visibility. Taylor's appearances became rare and tightly controlled, while Pierre reportedly avoided nearly all media interaction beyond mandatory promotional obligations. Observers described the mutual retreat as strategic survival, suggesting both sides were waiting for the controversy to either fade or explode into undeniable evidence. Then came the moment that allegedly terrified crisis managers across Hollywood. A prominent anonymous blogger released a short audio teaser claiming it was extracted from the rumored second recording. The clip lasted only 4 seconds before being removed, Yet millions claim to have heard a voice stating, "This never leaves this room," or "Everything burns." The authenticity of the clip has never been verified, but the emotional impact triggered absolute frenzy across social platforms. Fans began treating the teaser as proof that catastrophic revelations remained hidden behind industry walls. Speculation intensified when entertainment journalists reported receiving anonymous emails, warning them against pursuing deeper investigation into the controversy. Several reporters publicly acknowledged receiving vague messages, advising them to focus on safer stories. Those acknowledgments fueled conspiracy theories suggesting powerful individuals were attempting to suppress investigative reporting before irreversible damage occurred. Meanwhile, tension between fan communities reached dangerous levels. Organized online campaigns launched against influencers accused of favoring either narrative. Several commentary channels temporarily shut down after receiving harassment threats. Moderators described comment sections becoming battlegrounds, where discussions shifted from entertainment gossip to emotionally charged debates about loyalty, privacy, and gender dynamics within celebrity culture. Insiders claim the fracture between both celebrity networks allegedly solidified permanently when mutual associates began quietly choosing social and professional distance rather than risk involvement. Observers described it as social exile occurring without confrontation, a tactic insiders say is often used to prevent reputational contamination during unresolved controversies. The emotional climax reportedly unfolded when an anonymous entertainment insider posted a message claiming the rumored second recording contained discussions about decisions that could permanently separate business alliances connected to both celebrities. The insider hinted that if the recording ever surfaces publicly, it could allegedly expose private negotiations involving multiple high-profile figures attempting to mediate or contain the fallout. The post vanished quickly, yet screenshots spread globally within minutes. As weeks passed, one haunting pattern became impossible to ignore. No confirmations surfaced. No denials emerged. No legal statements clarified allegations. The silence surrounding the controversy deepened into something insiders describe as strategic stillness, the kind used when powerful figures hope public attention fades before buried details resurface unexpectedly. Observers across entertainment circles now whisper that the controversy has reached a dangerous stalemate phase. Each side reportedly focuses on rebuilding personal stability while protecting remaining alliances. Yet rumor networks insist that unresolved emotional tension continues lingering behind closed doors, fueled by fear that additional leaks may already exist waiting for the right moment to surface. And now, according to anonymous figures watching quietly from executive boardrooms and talent agencies, the entire industry remains on edge. Because if even a fraction of the rumored recordings, transcripts, or private messages ever becomes public, the fallout could allegedly redraw friendship lines, professional partnerships, and loyalty networks across Hollywood in ways nobody involved can predict. Insiders claim powerful figures are monitoring every online whisper, every resurfaced post, every anonymous leak, waiting to see whether this controversy fades into legend or erupts into a scandal so explosive it forces secrets long buried inside elite celebrity circles into irreversible daylight. If you've made it this far, you already know this story isn't just celebrity gossip. It's a pressure cooker of secrets, loyalty, power, and silence that could explode at any moment. And here's the truth most people won't say out loud. Situations like this don't stay buried forever. In Hollywood, the biggest revelations don't come when people are talking. They come when everyone suddenly goes quiet. Right now, that silence is louder than any statement. And history has shown that when stories like this finally crack open, they change careers, friendships, and entire industry power structures overnight. So now, I need to hear from you. Do you think boundaries were crossed in a way that can never be repaired? Or do you believe this entire situation spiraled because private moments were dragged into the public spotlight? Do celebrities owe the public explanations when personal drama affects their image? Or should family always remain completely off limits no matter what? Drop your thoughts in the comments because conversations like this shape how these stories unfold. And whose voices actually get heard? If this story shocked you, hit that like button right now because it helps push this conversation to more people who are trying to understand what's really happening behind the scenes. And make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications immediately, because if new leaks, recordings, or insider details surface and insiders are already whispering that they might, you do not want to miss what happens next. Some celebrity scandals fade away quietly, but others rewrite the rules of Hollywood forever. And this one feels like it's far from over.